Today we are talking about feeling more confident. So I want you to think about areas in your life where you don't feel confident. Are there particular situations, people, activities, or is it just a general feeling within yourself when you feel lacking confidence? So get really clear on what it is that triggers you to feel lack of confidence, where it shows up in your life. Is it in specific things or is it more pervasive and generic? Then I want you to consider something. That lack of confidence is a sense that you have within yourself that you're missing something. That something about who you are, about what you know and about what you can do is currently not enough. And therefore, because it's not enough, you don't feel confident in yourself. So for example, in social settings, with your communication skills, with your relationship skills, maybe you don't feel those are as expressed and outgoing as you'd like them to be, or you're comparing yourself to other people and so you feel lacking confidence. Maybe it's in your career because you're learning something new or you don't know how to do something in a particular area, you're growing and developing, and so you're lacking confidence because of that. There's lots of different ways that confidence gets knocked, but here's the thing, the issue isn't I don't feel confident. The issue is, why is that? It's all about making sure you don't deal with symptoms and you deal with the root cause problem, okay? So if you're lacking confidence, there's something that you believe about yourself that's causing you to feel lacking confidence. If you just use things like mantras and affirmations and EFT and hypnosis and all these different techniques, healing techniques on yourself for confidence, but confidence isn't the bottom issue, then you don't really get the same kind of result. So what I want you to consider is, what is it that I think is not okay about me that makes me lack confidence? Because there'll be something, it'll be there for you and it won't be far below the surface. So just say, is it because I don't feel like I'm good enough? Is it that I don't feel like I'm smart enough? Is it that I feel like I'm not beautiful enough? Is it that I'm not outgoing enough? Is it that I'm not successful enough in my career at the moment? Is it because I'm not as successful as my friends? Is it because I've got these problems in my life? Is it because, right, you're looking for, you're digging for, what is it about me and my life that causes me to feel like I can't be confident? That's the question. Once you know what that is, then you address that, and that will resolve the root, and that will also resolve the confidence and start to lift your confidence. Ultimately, when you're walking around in this life, and life can be tough sometimes, right? It's a harsh old world out there, and you're wanting to be confident, you're comparing yourself to other people, you've got this vision of who you want to be. When you're lacking confidence, it's like you feel like you're not quite enough for the world or for other people, and you might feel like you're not quite enough for yourself as well, but ultimately it's your fear that you're not going to be enough out in the world with other people. Maybe that they'll judge you, maybe that you'll fail and people will see that and judge you, maybe that you'll get criticism, maybe that you won't be accepted, that you won't belong, that you won't be loved. All of these things are really important for us as humans. We want all those things. We want to be accepted and loved and belonged, all those things. And if we feel like that's a potential that won't happen, then of course we're lacking confidence, right? Now here's the thing. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You are never going to please everybody in this world. There is never going to be every person in this world liking you. Never going to be every person in this world giving you validation. The most important thing with confidence is you owning who you are and being comfortable in your own skin now. Not when you achieve some goal, not when you are at the next level in your career, not when you have sorted out your health issue, not when you have lost whatever weight you want, not once you've got a relationship, none of that. Now. You getting comfortable in your own skin now. And that requires you know there's nothing wrong with you. You're not anything enough. You're more than enough in every way right now. Even if you're not flying at the highest in your career, you're still completely enough and awesome as you are. Even if you're not really outgoing, you're still awesome just as you are. Even if you are experiencing some health problems or carrying some weight or caught in some habits, you're still awesome just as you are right now. There is no reason for you not to be able to love yourself and accept yourself just as you are now. And confidence will ultimately come when you get anchored in yourself and you say, I accept myself just as I am. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't care. And I don't give a toss about what anyone else in the world thinks. I know that I am enough. And from that knowing, irrespective of what I do in this world, irrespective of any comparison that I might make of myself to anyone else, or anyone else might make of me to other people, or anything anyone else might do to judge me, criticize me, or validate me and approve me, none of that makes any difference, because my confidence is born in me knowing that I am enough and that I accept myself just as I am. The challenge in life is that we are conditioned to think we're meant to be some other way than who we really are. Right? You're led constantly through conditioning from the day that you're born, through mass media, through advertising, through all these societal messages that come at you. You go through the schooling system, you go through relationships, everybody's caught in it, and you're constantly comparing yourself and trying to become more of something. What I want you to think about today is that your only job is to become more of who you already are and who you have always been since the day you were born. Nothing more than that. And if you can start to just cultivate this relationship with yourself, that who I am is okay, who I am is more than enough, even though I might have a whole lot of stuff in my life that's a bit messy, and I might be a hot mess at times, I don't really care, because I know that I'm more than enough just as I am. And when you do that, you are cultivating your confidence within yourself. It's very difficult to cultivate a confidence on top of an underlying paradigm that I'm not quite enough, and I'm not quite there yet, and I'm not as good as these other people, and I'm not XYZ. Your confidence will always feel false to you if that's the case. So you want to just set the confidence thing aside and say, what causes it in the first place? Let me look at that. Let me resolve that. Let me see myself differently. Let me be empowered. Let me have conviction, and that will give me my confidence. And it's not like a snap of a fingers thing, right? You have some insights, you create your awareness, you start to delve into it, you consider it for yourself, and you start to practice it. And you start to interact with people in life and start to see, I don't have to feel lacking confidence in this situation. I like who I am. I accept myself as I am. I was born with everything I need. Who I am is more than enough. So right now, irrespective of what's going on around me, I've got the right to feel confident. I'm not looking to anybody else to validate me or approve me. I don't care. They can do it and that's nice, or they cannot do it and I don't care, right? You've got to get brutal about that whole thing, because most people that are lacking confidence don't feel okay about themselves and don't feel okay about themselves in this tough world, right? Looking for validation, looking for approval, comparing ourselves to others, criticizing ourselves compared to other people, suffering criticism and judgment of other people. And you can't control other people and you can't control life, but you can control the way you respond to it, and your response is always coming out of your perspective, your beliefs about who you are, and your thoughts that come from that and the feelings that you have as a result. So take control of your inner paradigm, your beliefs, thoughts, feelings. They change your choices, your actions, your results. They change the way that you interact with the world. That is where your confidence is born, is within yourself. I hope this has provided some food for thought, maybe provided you some inspiration and rattled your cage a little bit. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you're lacking confidence. Is it in a particular area of your life, or is it pervasive? And then have a look and see what might be underneath that, and let me know, what did you discover from listening today that might be sitting behind why you lack confidence? That is the real issue for you to be addressing, rather than just slathering on affirmations and kind of trying to bolster yourself to feel confident and fake your way into confidence. What is it that's sitting below that lack of confidence that you could look at that would be super powerful for you to provide some resolution with, that would just naturally elevate your confidence and your ability to accept who you are, feel comfortable in your own skin, and walk through this life just being able to be who you are, right? To be who you are. If this has been helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe as well so we can stay in touch. Please share it with anyone that you care about in your life, that you love, that you know maybe lacks confidence from time to time. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again really soon for more daily inspiration with B.